It's episode 1. It's season 11. It's the Real Housewives of Atlanta. We got new booze, new babies, and new additions. So you better bring it.
You're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz begin.
Oh, the beat kicks in. It is Sunday. Welcome. It's the Real Housewives of Atlanta after show for AfterBuzz TV. We are back. It's the OG panel.
Yay!
I am so happy to be here. I'm Hollywood Lian, your main host, and I can't do this without my girls, my women, my panel.
Yes, my favorite day of the week, Sunday. I am Miss Conversation Piece. You can follow me. You can find out the information at the end of the show. Stay tuned right here.
What up, y'all? It's your girl, Drew Jones.
What's up, party people? It's Erika Edwards.
And we have a special guest, an OG, someone you might recognize. She's back from the den. It's Jessie.
What up, bitches? I'm back. I had to stop in and pop in.
Thank you for coming in.
It's been a minute.
Woo.
I haven't watched Real Housewives, but I caught up all like the past 2 weeks because I've been
Binge
off work.
watching.
He's a binger.
Binge watched it.
He's
And so this is gonna let me purge. I'm gonna be able to purge all my thoughts out today. Cause baby,
It is on. It is on.
although I miss Kenya today.
We all miss
I'm
Kenya.
so sad about that.
Yeah,
We're going to talk about it. We're going to really get into it. We have a fabulous news and gossip section for you guys. We're going to be reading your tweets, hopefully, but if not, we're going to talk about the best taglines, the best fashion. We have new booze, new babies, new additions, new cast members. We're going to really get into it. But for now, we open up with a little teaser, a little intro of what's going to happen. It's going to be a great season. Candy's still kicking it with Escape. Cynthia has a new man. Eva has a new baby. And the power of the tongue, we're claiming it. That's what Portia's talking about.
Yes.
That's who we open up with, Portia and Dennis. What do we think about this intro? What do we think about the episode overall? And yeah.
Overall, I think it's amazing to get some new, fresh faces.
Yes.
Even though we didn't get introduced to them, but I'm anticipating that. So I was looking through the whole episode looking for that. But I'm glad to see Portia is in love and happy. And I'm also happy for Kenya, so I'm just excited for all of that. But
Mazel
Portia,
to Kenya, Mazel.
yeah, Portia got her time to shine this time, so I'm happy for her.
Girl, someone's phone is on right
I
now.
know,
We got
someone's-
some sort of talk conversation in the back.
I know.
It's not my phone.
I don't
Well,
know.
It's just, I think it's a little loud in the booth, maybe.
Oh,
I don't
Or
know.
is it from the laptop, maybe? Oh, there we go.
oh,
Oh,
okay.
okay.
Yeah, we
No.
I was like,
Leslie,
yeah,
no.
right.
I thought Kenya's spirit was coming to me, speaking to me through the ears. I was
I
like,
was like, we love you,
honey.
Kenya.
Mazel to Kenya. We cleared that up. We're going to really get into it. Drew, give us your thoughts.
I like that this season starting out on a positive note. I like seeing everyone in a good place, even with Nene and Greg. Like, I like that they're trying to keep it positive. I'm here for it.
Yes.
I loved this episode because it's kind of like we just took a small break and we're back with our girls. And it was good to see everyone. No fights yet, even though Candy was super dry on the phone with Portia. But it was nice to see everyone's interactions. It was really nice to see kind of Nene in a more humanized way, you know. So I really like this episode. I like the way they're starting.
Jessie?
I definitely am riding with you on the Nene tip because I feel like after all these years you watch Nene for so long, it was nice to see a different side of her finally.
Exactly.
Eva, you know, she gonna grow up. Is that intro? I was just looking at the intro. The cast was just looking real slim, and I don't know what her weight. I just want, like, can we just give Marlo a goddamn peach?
Please.
I know. She needs one.
Marlo's a liability. They're not trying to give her a peach. They're trying to keep her that demoted status, but she's still coming around.
And
Yeah.
she brings the episode ratings when she comes on.
She does
Brings
that.
the pain. She brings it.
Let's
She
not
always
forget
does.
she kicked off Candy. Are you a lesbian?
Nope.
Wait, you know what? If she goes to therapy, I think they would give her a peach.
No, you know what it honestly is? I bet you she doesn't pass the psych test. I bet you she gets red flags, and they like,
I'm
sis.
telling
I
you,
feel like
she's a
there's so many
liability.
other red flags. How can they judge Marlo? I mean,
Yeah.
come on.
You'd be
I don't
really
know.
surprised.
It's gotta come full circle. But we open up with Portia and Dennis. He owns several clubs and hookah lounges all over Atlanta. They're shopping for rings at Portia's regular jeweler, so nothing's really changed. She's got a new man, and obviously we're seeing social media. That's the new thing about these shows is that, you know, for a long time we would just cover them. For now, we're seeing the play-by-play on social media, so we know what the reactions are. We know what's going to happen. We know what happens before the reunion really hits. So it kind of changes the game overall, but we know that she's going to be pregnant eventually. They said that they love each other on the first date. We're not going to hate. We're going to congratulate this episode. We're going to start it off positive.
Yeah.
Mazel, Kenya. Stay tuned. We are going to do a little Kenya tribute. But for now, we're talking doggy style. What do we think about Portia's new man? He owns a hot dog factory, the original hot dog factory. I like a man with money.
I don't like hot dogs.
And a man with meat. And a man with meat.
I like to know
And a man with a big hot dog. Oh,
It has to be big for sure.
I like to know where my meat is coming from,
Ah!
and I just feel
kosher,
like
kosher.
We don't know where it came from.
Kosher. And I don't know, the engagement thing, like that's cute or whatever. But I just want maybe I'm poor, I don't know, but I want to be surprised by the
500,000.
ring, and she picked it out. And I
That's
guess
what I don't understand.
I'm poor.
I don't understand the whole shopping for the ring because it's like, oh, next weekend I'm gonna propose to you. Like, where is the surprise? Like, I don't know. Is that proper? Is that what we need
Is
to
this
do?
the new age?
To make sure that you know what kind of ring I want. Now I do want the perfect ring, so I can kind of get that. But at the same time, I
But
don't.
shouldn't he
go
know
with
what the perfect ring for you
Yeah.
is?
Well,
I mean, that's a
usually-
part of your saying yes or no. Oop, nope.
Well,
Exactly.
I'm get the right one, baby.
in a lot of shows or a lot of situations, a lot of times it's the girl's friend or somebody who's close to
Yeah.
her who
helps
advises
them.
him.
Okay.
Like, okay, this is what you should do. But outside of Lauren, nobody knows about this dude anyway. So it's keep it a secret production. So there's nobody to really advise him anyway.
Yes, keep it secret.
I mean, it's working for them, so I'm not gonna be a hater. But I'm just like,
No, good, because
Do we believe
I
in love
guess.
at first sight though? Because I kind of do. I feel like I can meet someone.
I believe
and
in
we could
lust
fall-
at first sight.
I believe-
which is what this is. I do not here for this. I'm not. I do not support it. I just can't.
5
he
months
looks like short
engaged.
Rick Ross though.
I mean, he
Look,
looks
Chad
like
and Michelle
Jermaine
are-
Dupri a little bit as well.
He looks like Jermaine Dupri and who was the other? I need to look at his face again,
Rick
but
Ross.
he does.
Rick Ross.
he looks like a Rick Ross,
What kind
Jermaine
of mixture is
Dupri,
that?
baby.
Dennis.
Short and one that does not work out
But
frequently.
you know
enough.
what? Again,
Okay.
if you have,
I want to know
He was
is
looking at Portia's
She
booty
been
all
happy before.
episode.
is Portia still vegan with them thighs? I don't think so.
She was the hot dog king. She not vegan.
Exactly.
Right, he's eating hot dogs every
wait,
other
Tofu
week.
dog.
Wait a minute, she was a baby vegan anyway, so she never grew up to a
Exactly. We got a
Dude
Real
is-
Housewives experts over
He's
here.
looking at her booty the whole episode.
I'm looking at her booty the whole
That one
episode.
exactly.
Exactly,
First
we
of
all
all, she wore these skin tight pants every
That
episode.
Nene was trying to sell her.
No, even the white pants. Once she got, I mean, every
They were
episode.
painted on.
Every episode, her pants were like Fashion Nova
Is she getting
stretchy.
her man to propose or no?
I'm just saying, if my ass looked like that,
Yep.
y'all wouldn't be able to tell me nothing.
Flipping
I
them
hear you.
pancakes.
And
I
again,
hear you.
shout out to the producers because that was some great editing. We
Yeah.
saw some great shots. I'm going home and doing
I'm
squats
gonna take Portia
tonight.
with me when I get fat transfer because I'm gonna need a little extra help.
I'm like, I need you to do this. Do this to me.
I'm
Thank
gonna,
you.
yeah, exactly. To picture her behind, like that's the one I want because she was doing the most with her booty.
Well,
Yams.
booties, butts, men, Nene and Greg, it's a buffet of meds over there, but what's happening, it's shifting everyone. It got me crying within the first 7 minutes of the Real
Yeah.
Housewives of Atlanta. Nene's
a
taking
buffet
care
of
of her
meds.
man. Yeah, it is a buffet of meds. Did you see that nightstand?
That was so scary. To
Not
have
in
to
a
go
good way
to
either.
take all that in one day.
They're having a prayer circle, and amen to that. You know, it's really sad to see Greg like this, and Nene has to be the strong one. Stage 3 colon cancer. That is no joke. That is no walk in the park. So we wish nothing but luck and love and recovery vibes to Greg and to the entire Nene Leaks Foundation and empire and family. That was heartbreaking, especially when he mentioned that they had to go into surgery right there. There was no time to react. There was no time to think about it. He had to go in then. So he wrote a letter to his son, which got us all. I don't know about you guys, but it was really, really a big shift to see that. What do we think about this?
Yeah, it had me like really like teary-eyed to know that he had to write this letter, and you're like, what's gonna happen to me? Because it's so scary.
I
to
laugh
go
when I'm
through-
uncomfortable. Sorry.
No, I'm scared to go under the knife in any kind of capacity. So it's just like to have the support of your family is important. So
Absolutely.
yeah, I think that the fact that everyone's there for him and bringing a prayer circle and yeah, I think it's great to have that backbone.
Amen.
Yeah, I'm not good with like illness or death or anything. Like I really do say all the time, like I hope I'm the first one to go in my family because I can't deal with other people.
Yeah.
Obviously,
I hate
I'm
hospitals.
significantly younger than a lot of people in the family, so it's not gonna happen. But like I can't imagine what Greg's going through, and he's keeping like such a strong face, and I can't imagine what Nini's going through because she's just like, I mean, like you said, like we got to see her kind of human. Like for the first time, and I don't know. I just want to hug everyone. I love the leaks a lot.
Yeah, I thought the scenes between Greg and Nene were so touching and so showing her strength because she's always like real rah-rah, usually with the girls, but it was good to see her kind of just being strong for her husband. And what was interesting is even with the circle of friends that came, it's like all of Greg's friends. So I do see where Portia's coming from because it seems like Nene is like the backbone, but there's nobody really for her to lean on. Mm-hmm. So that was kind of like, kind of sad and touching to kind of really see how vulnerable she is in that spot as well.
Yeah, it's always hard for like the strong person because Nene does have a strong personality, so a lot of times it's hard to even ask for help, and then a lot of people don't think you need help because you have that smile on your face and acting like it's okay when it's not.
Mm-hmm. Jesse, what do you think about this?
Again, I love seeing this side. I'm glad we're seeing it in the first episode. Because, Greg, we got to get better because I can't have this for the rest of the season.
Facts.
But I do got to say, Greg was looking bomb in his pajamas. He was so swaggy in them pajamas. I was like, yeah.
You got to have swag all the time, honey.
Mm-hmm. And that's what Greg does all the time. So I was here for it.
I'm glad we liked it. We're going to talk about something a little bit different. We're going to bring up the taglines because we do have some new additions. We have some new blood, some new faces. So we want to know, what did you guys think about the taglines? Immediately they got me. Immediately I was laughing. This is like one of my favorite parts of the beginning of the season. We get to dissect everything. We get to see everyone's new looks, new confessionals. I want a rosebud on my head.
Hello.
A gold one right here.
Yes.
Oh, I thought we were talking about something else.
Jesse,
I
my
was like,
God.
what is this kind of show?
That's,
How we get there already?
that's at 10 p.m., not 9 p.m. So let's talk about the taglines. Drew, do you want to read them off?
Yes, Nene Leaks is I am the glue for my wig and my family.
I love this.
That was my favorite one.
I think this is going to be one of my favorite ones as well. It's classic and very true to Nene's style.
Yes.
I lived
In the later seasons.
Exactly.
facts because she wasn't rocking with the glue in the earlier ones.
Exactly.
And then I just remembered that bun falling off with Marlo, so that's why I was like, I'm glad she needed the glue.
The wraparound, the wraparound.
She got her glue, so that's why I love it.
Cynthia Bailey's is I age like fine wine and now I'm ready to chill.
Cynthia's really embracing the age. Like, she talks about 50 and 50 Cent and just like really be like new age.
If I
We
look
get
like
it.
that though,
Eva does too.
Oh, yeah. We'll talk about Eva's little intro in a
I was
minute.
gonna say, if I look like Cynthia when I'm 50, I'm gonna let everybody know.
Eat it.
I'm like, what?
Eat
Me?
it.
I'm 50.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
looks good, but I'm kind of over it. Like, come up with something else.
I mean, I'm kind of like that too. Like, as far as the tagline goes, I'm like, okay, we got it already,
Yes.
Portia-
And shout out to you guys in the live chat. We see you. Hi, Peely. Hi, Joseph. Peely said, hi, Jesse.
Hey, guys.
Yes, technically one new face and one got promoted and one still demoted. Poor Marlo.
What would
going.
Marlo's tagline be?
Oh, Marlo's tagline would be, I know I got a record, but I'm here to set a new one.
Hey, that's good. I like that.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Marlo, I want a little credit if you take it.
You should.
Hello?
End of story. That was really good.
Wow. Off the
You better work for
dome.
Bravo.
Right, that was a good one.
Hire me.
Portia Williams was I took a left turn, but now things are just right.
Traffic, thank
Sleep.
you.
I like it.
Sleep.
I'm over it.
You know what? She's getting it together. I respect it.
It
She
wasn't
could have
like the
been like,
best
I'm in
tagline.
love, and
Yeah, but now we gotta listen to it all season.
I know.
Well, it's better than Baby Vegan, so I'm just putting that out there.
We were being positive, but in reality, I would have brought up that Portia came off a little desperado this.
The only meat
a
I'm
little
eating
desperado.
is My man's. That should have been her.
That's if she was like a strong vegan.
Well,
now.
I think she said it herself. You got to snatch them up off the market. It's like Slim in Atlanta. Like
Yeah, but
it's like
obviously.
20 women to one man. So you got to snatch your man up.
No, it is like a buffet down there.
Really?
No,
I
but
heard
not
it
20 women. Not
Let
one
me go
man.
down to
No,
Atlanta.
it's like
I heard
20
it was-
men.
No,
Let's
that's
go.
opposite.
No, exactly.
Atlanta is hard to
Girl.
get in, girl.
What
I went
about
to college in Atlanta. I did the dating in
what
Atlanta.
about the population of DL culture?
I was about to say, are we
that-
talking about straight or not straight? 'Cause that's what I need to know first.
Exactly.
Look,
No,
just
I'm
guard
telling-
your
I'm
guard
telling-
life.
Listen, I'm telling you,
You got a man from Atlanta?
I got a couple men from Atlanta.
Okay, she got.
I need to go
They
to
got
Atlanta.
every area code.
That's the
None,
question.
none on the down low.
Okay.
So
Well,
That's
let's
back
continue with the
to it.
taglines.
Yeah.
I may be an open book, but that does not mean I'm easily read. That's going to be Shamari's.
A lot of
Hard to
openness.
vote.
We're
Come
going to talk about
come a little harder in the beginning.
Well, she's going to come a lot. She talks about being open a lot this season, so we will get into these hot topics of openness and bringing some fun to the bedroom and keeping it alive.
I don't think that's no. it's not right.
Candy,
She doesn't like to share.
Candy's is I count my blessings and my checks.
I like that.
I like that.
And
We get it. You're rich. Give us some money.
I know, right?
Give us some money,
And
Candy.
Eva the Diva is I live a model life. Now I'm ready to be a top wife.
Okay.
That's all right. Yeah.
It goes with her brand.
Yeah.
It goes with her brand. So we're gonna vote now. Best tagline in the chat. Give it to us as well. Who do you like? Let's start with Erika.
Nene, hands down, glue in my wig every day.
Nene all day.
Nene and Candy.
The checks one.
Yeah. Blessings and checks.
Ooh. Okay. I think I'm gonna go with Nene, and then if I'm gonna do like a second one, I think I'm gonna do Cynthia because I like that she's just like owning it, and I think it's sexy.
Very true.
She's got a new man. She's got that new sex glow. You know what I mean? When you just getting it all the time, you have a glow about you. See my
I don't know.
face?
I don't like her
just
men.
kidding.
I don't like the men that Cynthia chooses.
Well,
All right, wait a minute, we didn't get Jesse's
Jesse?
vote.
I like Nene.
Oh.
I think Nene. But I do agree with you with the Cynthia thing because I think that there's this whole ageism thing with women, and I love that Cynthia is just riding it and
Yeah, totally.
like living her best life.
Embrace it.
Yeah, I agree.
And
I love
newly
that too.
divorced, so it's like, hi, out here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Eva, enjoy your top while I'm still out here.
Right.
Because you better pray you still look
She's
this
like,
good
oh,
at
now
night.
you're at the top. That's cute. I've been here for a long time.
Right.
It's been
Right?
great.
But then I'm also just
Welcome.
like, Eva, what are you doing? I haven't seen anything right now other than this.
Well, Candy's still kicking it with Escape, and they're up for a Golden Note Award that they're going to be honored. Alicia Keys has won it, so obviously the group is still together.
Yes.
I like it.
I like that they're talking now because I remember when it first was about to happen.
Candy
it was
fought
like,
it for a really
Yeah.
long time, and
Yeah.
I think there was some Escape fans that just came out of nowhere. I mean, the concerts were selling out. I personally loved the 90s, but I wasn't really big on Escape. But they brought that up tonight, and they were like, we are always pushed to the side, and we had nothing but platinum records. Let's set it straight. Were you an Escape fan? I was a Candy fan, like the Don't Think I'm Not Single.
Right, but it also is an age thing because Escape came out right in that
Yeah, that's
time
true.
before
That was like
media
Brandy
started
Monica.
pushing it, and then TLC came out, and it was
Exactly.
like they got all the marketing play. Where Escape was like, if you really was with it, you was with it.
Yeah, I feel like Escape was like you know how there was that whole Tevin Campbell debate a while back where people were like, y'all need to stop trying him because he is a legend. I feel like Escape kind of falls in that where
Yeah.
like y'all need to pay them their respect.
They are legends. T.I.
Yeah.
called them legends on the show. Remember when we watched the Kicking It with
Hello.
Escape?
That's because his wife.
Yeah.
no, seriously, Tiny helped T.I.'s career.
I was
like,
going to say,
I'm
though,
not saying
Tiny's
she
written some
did.
like
No, yeah,
and
crazy
she wrote for
songs.
Beyonce
I'm
and
not
Destiny
saying that
Child.
she didn't. I'm just saying
And
that,
Kenny.
of course, he's going to say that that's his wife, and that's another show.
No.
I know, like
But
20
I
years
just-
of
my
marriage
thing
or
is,
something.
After the group, I want to say In Vogue, then all of those groups for the 90s, it was like these 3-4 girls. So it was like SWV, Escape. It was a lot of those groups
Yeah.
that had similar sounds that were hot then. And I loved Escape.
So you liked Escape.
I liked them.
Drew?
Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
Escape.
I did too.
Drew
And I
was
think,
a baby in her mom's womb loving Escape.
I grew up. I grew up. If Escape was turned on, that meant we were cleaning the house.
Amen.
So
Guys, it's a little hard.
Marvin
It's
Gaye.
That was
hard
on a
in here.
Sunday. You could listen to that with some, you know what I mean?
I'm melting.
yeah.
Convo, go.
Escape was definitely hot.
I was here.
Okay, perfect.
In Vogue.
All right, well, Cynthia's obviously dating Mike Hill. Mike Hill, 3 months. He's already dipped into the waters of Lake Bailey, she said. So she gave it to us right away.
No, I think she was saying that they did it before. Like they were old fling and now they're
No, they met through Steve Harvey.
Steve Harvey.
They Steve
Oh,
Harvey.
never mind then.
But she did bring up, like, he's dipped into the waters already.
She's giving up quickly. Or should we wait?
3 months? How long is he
You
supposed to
supposed
wait?
Exactly,
at least
3 months. That's a long
Even
time.
Steve Harvey says wait 90 days.
Girl, look, Steve
Girl,
Harvey says
I'm not
a lot.
listening to Jack.
Steve Harvey is very
What
old school.
Steve
Right.
Harvey says.
Yeah.
Steve Harvey's a little too old school sometimes.
He's a little
Yeah.
too old school,
I'm saving
exactly.
mine.
Well,
Okay.
Right, girl. All right, let's save that for the Chad and Michelle show.
Exactly. I need to like test the
Exactly.
car out before I buy it. But they're in a long distance
Exactly.
relationship, which is fine. I don't hate on long distance relationships. I feel like it builds a strong, solid foundation, and as long as it's strong, I think it can work. And I think you can get through it. So I don't think it's a bad thing if it's just a temporary thing. But if you're moving towards a goal where you're going to be in the same city, I think it's a good thing. I think Noelle's cute. She's 18. How good is to see these children of the
Yes.
Atlanta franchises just grown up and being amazing?
It was so weird to see her on FaceTime with Cynthia though, like with her man.
Oh, well, that was cute. I like how they joined in and they were like, I'm in the room.
But then he almost made a comment like a little sexual innuendo.
I feel like Cynthia was the one who took it there. I don't
Yeah.
think he took it there.
No, but I was okay
Noelle
with it.
has seen a lot.
Exactly.
All right.
Peter,
They're new in
I can
love.
barely remember Peter for a second.
Yeah.
Like,
They might be that couple that are like, y'all are making me sick. Stop
Yeah.
kissing over there.
Well,
but I
it's-
love it.
It sounded like the implication was when Cynthia was in her confessional that when Noelle met, it sounded like Noelle had actually walked in on them or something because she was like, "Oh, it was so awkward when Noelle came home
That was
early."
weird.
So I was like, Noelle already seen more than probably what's going on that
Yeah,
little
I did
FaceTime.
catch that,
Because it
actually.
sounded a little bit like Noelle walked in on
Suspect.
something. So on some
She needs to get her own place,
Cynthia
girl.
Bailey.
Let Cynthia get her groove back.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Good for Cynthia. I'm all for it. I'm glad she's back on the horse. Good for you, girl. It's all about the full names. Mike Hill, Michael Todd Sterling Jr., Eva's new baby. So she's getting married. She has a 93 or 92, whatever, checklist. She has a family photo shoot. This is what we open up with. And immediately she's throwing some shade at Cynthia. She's a top model 20 years ago.
Why does she do that? Because Cynthia
Because
is,
she's earning her peach, honey. That's what they do.
I
We
mean,
throw
has
shade.
she been on Vogue or was it just Cynthia? I don't
Has
know.
Cynthia been on
Oh,
Vogue?
I'm gonna look
She's,
it up.
yeah, look at
Does
her.
let even not
She's
be in
been on.
Vogue, man?
She's been on.
Eva's been on
something.
Vogue. She's been in like Europe Vogue or something.
does that count?
Yes, it does.
I know Cynthia's done some top covers.
She has, but you know, it's just fun
feel like
shade. I don't
Ava-
think it's anything to
I
get
feel like Ava
crazy
being in
over.
like European Vogue is like when guys try to tell you that they play basketball overseas, and it's like, okay, but were you in the NBA though?
Right, you were in the D
Right,
League.
girl. When you're on Real Housewives Europe, then we can talk about that.
Yeah.
When you went Real
The
Housewives
thing
of LA.
to me that's interesting about Ava is that like she was hot when she was doing top model. That was like 10, 15
It was
years
a
That's
long
what I'm
time
saying.
ago.
I was
Yeah.
in middle school.
She's not no hot, new, fresh model. Like, you an old model, too, while you talking. So
But
that's I don't understand why
technically,
she's showing her
top model like stars haven't really become full-blown household names.
Exactly, because I was about to say I don't recall her ever being a brand other than CoverGirl, which was one of the sponsors of.
Which she
America's
won
Next
right
Top-
after.
That was like
Yeah,
that was
yeah.
one of those-
years ago.
Yaya,
That was so long
who
ago.
should have won that season.
Facts.
Yeah.
What's called has gone on to be an actual actress. Like Eva, I felt
What
like did a
about the
lot of
big
reality
girl?
shows.
The plus
Takara?
size, plus
Takara.
size.
I mean, Takara.
She's like a star, and she's done a bunch of stuff too.
And I think what happened, too, is Eva did some, like, like straight to video type roles. She had some acting stuff she did, but it
She
was
did
like
that one
nothing.
movie with Amber Rose where she played her sister.
Amber Rose.
It was weird.
Right, exactly. She's
It's
done
on
a couple
Netflix.
of
It's
things.
called
She
Sisters
cannot
Code.
come for Cynthia. Cynthia has been mini campaigns, mini
you.
covers.
Listen,
Thank you.
I
Please
love
stop
Eva
it.
the Diva though. Like,
yeah,
I
let
think
her throw some shade.
she's-
She's earning her peach.
Don't throw shade at Cynthia though.
All right, here's my thing with Cynthia
She's
though.
really-
I'm looking at these covers with Cynthia. I'm like, I'm trying it.
that's a.
I mean, it's cute.
I think the
I'm happy
models
for her.
of the Real Housewives of Atlanta are all a little delusional.
Yeah.
If we're being honest.
Yes. Well, we're gonna move on while we're thinking about that to Portia and Nene. The door is open, child, and we love it. She brought flowers. They're sisters again. They're doing a little Miami thing. They're playing dress up. They're showing booties. They're laughing together. It was really, really good to see. And also, something that you guys might not know, there was an there was some unseen footage that we saw tonight. I sent it to the girls, and it was footage of Nene and Portia actually hanging out at Portia's house, actually.
Oh,
So they really have become sisters again. They're really just back together, and I feel it. I really, really like it. I'm here for it because, you know, when we were hearing Nene go, the door is closed.
Yeah.
I was scared. I was scared. I'm glad it's cracked open, and I'm glad it's fully open now. Yeah, and I love the little hoochie dance that Portia was doing.
The
Yes.
pancake dance.
I'm so happy that they have reconciled. I'm happy to see that she came to check on Nene. That was really genuine.
Exactly. And she said good stuff. Like,
Yeah.
most people have it so rehearsed. I want to know how you're doing. And I love that
she had
about
to come
that.
see her face to face, and that was amazing.
It felt very like frickin' frack, which I liked.
Yes,
because
part two.
I missed, like, I kind of miss Phaedra. Don't bite my head off.
No.
Phaedra's in the top 10.
She's just
Absolutely.
such,
She's
like,
iconic.
She's so entertaining, and I feel like her and Portia's relationship was very entertaining, and I like how Nene and Portia were interacting because it gave me that vibe, and so I wouldn't be mad if Nene and Portia were the new, like, frickin' frack.
I think they are.
I liked it a lot because of course, you guys know I've been Team Phaedra from the first day, so we need to one day
She's
have...
always
Me
brought it
too.
up. She's always.
We need
Me
to have an
too.
ode to Phaedra now that Phaedra is back on TV.
Erica
But,
got all these
she on the
comments.
wrong
Every
show.
time she mentioned, like, I am Team Phaedra, people in the comments would be like, yeah!
I know people hate Phaedra, but whatever. I
Yeah,
love her.
me too.
Erica always stood by her ground. Go ahead, girl.
So it's nice. It's not quite giving me frickin' frack, but it's nice to see that because I feel like, especially last season with the vegan stuff, Portia needs someone to be tight with. Like, she was
Yeah.
kind of alienated from the entire
Totally
group.
agree with you.
And now she's kind of cool with everybody. She's still obviously beefing with Candy or whatever, but
Yeah.
it's nice to see someone that's really tight with her now that Phaedra's gone. Because I feel like once Phaedra left, Portia was kind of like on this island by herself. And so it's nice to see her connecting again.
Yeah, I think
And
they're
I'm
back
not-
on track. Oh,
Jesse?
I'm sorry. I was just gonna say I think they're back on track because, you know, they're planning this trip.
And I'm not going to give them the frickin' frack only because I actually think it's a better relationship.
Yeah, it's a lot
It's
more
not
better.
Because
fake.
it's not fake. And honestly, what Nene did at the reunion in last season, I feel like proves why Nene is on every single season. She is the OG because she understands, look, I can be catty with you, I can go back and forth with you, but at the end of the day, look, I hated Portia. But I'm gonna mend this.
Exactly.
We're gonna talk it out. She ain't gonna like what I have to say, and I'm gonna ignore what she's saying. But we're gonna mend this.
It makes
and
the
they
show
stood
better.
up. It is because it's
Yeah.
real.
It makes
and
the
all
show
these
better.
girls need to do that.
Exactly. It always-
Candy.
Exactly.
Time's up. She
You
on
got
the
it.
show again.
Exactly. You have to come full circle. Look what happened to the Real Housewives of Orange County. They did not talk for like 3 seasons, and it killed it.
Yep.
It killed this season. It's not the same. I know. I'm on the after show for it on Mondays. So check it out tomorrow night. But for real, like, we have talked about this so many times, you have to come together. It makes the show better. And speaking of, make sure to subscribe to 2 or more of our channels for here at AfterBuzz TV because we cover everything from dramas to sci-fis. What shows are you guys on? Because I know a lot of us do other shows here. We have a vast variety. So if you sign up and let us know in the comments that you subscribe, we'll shout you out on our shows. And also make sure to follow us on Instagram and follow us on Twitter. Send us your tweets because we will be shouting them out very, very soon. So make sure to stay tuned for that. What shows do you do, Erica?
I do Real Housewives of Dallas, and I'm on the panel for Ray Donovan at the moment.
There we go.
I do Black Lightning, The Flash, and Black Ink, New York.
Check that out.
Love and Hip Hop, Hollywood, and then soon to come New York, Miami, all Atlanta, all of them, and Chad Loves Michelle, and this one right here.
With Jesse, right?
Yes.
And I'm back, and we doing Chad Loves Michelle.
You kind of look
Yeah.
like Chad. If you had a little ginger in you.
And stay tuned, because you never know what else I might pop
Well,
up.
Oh, snap.
just a little thing from the live chat that Joseph Boza just brought up. He said Eva did 72 episodes of The Young and the Restless.
What? I
And
never knew that.
6
right.
episodes of Tyler Perry's House of Pain. Thank you for that.
Does
we
that
are
mean she
listening.
can act?
Well, wait,
Well,
I ain't
that
getting
means
so
paycheck.
far.
That means working. That
I
means
will give her a
consistency.
plus for Young and the Restless, a minus for Tyler Perry.
Oh man!
Oh, see, I was
I am
opposite.
so-
I was
no.
well.
Tyler, give me a job,
Girl,
please.
Young and the Restless, I'm already tired.
You can rest you get like one line a show.
I could be the Trader Joe's guy part 2, Tyler. Please give me a job. I love it.
Tyler, give me a job writing because that's what you need.
Ooh, the shade. Oh my God. So Candy's dinner. Don Juan is still there. Still in the business, I
Love
see.
Dawn.
Still babysitting under the whole empire of Candy, watching little baby Ace. Riley's cute with her long hair. Like I said, it's nice to see the children of Atlanta come to the front.
I felt like it was a little
Riley
too
lost
long.
weight.
I think Riley looked amazing.
She
first of
lost
all.
52
She looked so bomb.
pounds.
So
But I
good.
wish her hair was a little shorter for some reason. I felt like it was a little too long.
The wig wasn't like
And her
fully.
nails were on
It
point.
wasn't 100. I
Her
wasn't.
nails were sickening.
Yeah.
Her nails were really good, actually.
We need to get Riley in here.
Well,
Yeah.
you know what? We do have a segment that we like to call the MVP, and we do that for the most valuable player. We do that because it's the one person that stood out in the episode that we go, yeah, she is the MVP. And we're voting for Riley.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're voting for Riley for MVP. She's the champion.
I got an honorable mention though.
Honorable mention, Portia's booty.
Yes, I
Yeah.
love her
Convo
booty.
and Erika were
She got
voting
her
for
that.
man
Yeah.
by scrambling eggs and bending over, checking the oven. So
I want
she
a
gets
pillow of the same texture as Portia's booty because I feel like you just like fall
Charmin
asleep.
soft.
Fall asleep on the
Yeah.
booty. But she's number 2 because Riley wins MVP.
Facts. She
Okay.
dragged. She dragged Candy. Like
She's
Yes,
the champion.
she's the
Riley is.
champion, the most valuable
the
player in the
champion.
episode.
I love it.
Yes.
So Riley is still a force of nature, I see, but she's saying, "Mom, you work way too much. So much Bravo shade." I love that she said that stuff about the baby, and then backed it up with, "I said what I
what
said."
I said.
That's
Yep.
what made me go, "You win MVP."
Yeah.
You're throwing Nene shade back at your mom. How
Wait.
great was that?
How old is
levels.
Candy? Because not Portia. Kenya's having complications. She's like 47, 48, having a baby. Is Candy like that age?
I
No,
don't.
Candy, I believe, is late 30s now. Candy's definitely like at least 10 years older
So we
than
think she can
Kenya.
have another baby?
Oh, I mean,
Yeah.
Well,
they
yeah,
have
she-
embryo,
yeah, she
so
froze
she
her
doesn't
stuff.
have
Yeah, they're
to
doing in
have the
vitro.
baby anyway. They could
So
do
where's
it
the baby gonna go? A surrogate?
either way, surrogate or Candy,
But Kenya was having other types of issues.
Yeah.
Kenya was
Which we
having-
will get into. Mazel to Kenya. We have a little tribute coming for her. But we're going to wrap the episode up with Portia. We're going to Miami. I love that this is the first episode and we're already having like a little trip. She said she's protective of Dennis and she doesn't want anyone tainting her diamond, but she wants to show Nene some support. So they're all going to Miami. Chick-fil-A and shots before calling Candy, though. I can't with Candy's little ring back from the 90s. Stop it. Let's talk about this awkward, dry conversation. Everyone's down to go. I like that Portia was funny with Candy. She's like, me and you are going to be flying together. So great.
You have to break the ice
Yeah,
with
you
some
do.
comedy because she knows they have like a rocky.
Candy didn't give
Situation.
us anything, though.
What was crazy
She's like,
to
"Why are
me
you calling me?"
was after the conversation, Portia was like, "That went great." I was like, "Portia, that's not great. She's going on the trip, but that was a horrible conversation." Like,
Portia's like 12 in her in her real life,
I
but
don't-
like
exactly.
mentality.
She has to be a
She was
little more
just happy.
excited.
Also,
True.
Chick-fil-A, I'm really surprised that made the cut.
Oh, are you kidding me? Portia loves Chick-fil-A.
No, I
She's
know, but
brought
I'm
it up.
surprised that like
That
Bravo
Bravo is,
allowed
like,
that
giving
in
it-
there.
yeah.
For multiple reasons. Actually.
But you know,
Exactly.
Chick-fil-A is
Yeah.
closed on a Sunday, so they don't know what's going on.
Okay.
There's no one in the office to see what's happening.
Exactly.
We
But
don't-
just the gay fan base of Real Housewives of
Exactly.
Atlanta, I'm surprised.
We shouldn't
out of all the
support it.
logos, I mean, I do. I eat it. I'm not even gonna front. I'm just surprised out of all the
Jesse.
logos. But when I eat it, I'm like, fuck you guys.
Well, I'm not going to say it on the record that I eat it. I'm going to say don't support it.
Well, you just did.
Speaking of eating,
Chick-fil-A.
when they get to Miami, what her boyfriend does is so romantic. Oh my god!
Yes. But
You are such a hopeless romantic.
I know.
No,
She's
I
all
just-
about it. Have you
yes.
gotten proposed?
Yeah, but not now though.
No, I know, but you've been proposed to before?
Yeah, but I need one right now.
She needs a new proposal, but she has had one. Have you ever been proposed to, Erika?
Okay, is that a thing? Like, do we have to say if we've been proposed
Yes,
to?
go ahead.
I mean,
Well, no, I
We're
have
talking
not.
teas,
And I'm
so spill
still
yours.
a strong black woman who has not been proposed to.
Okay.
If that's all right.
Well, I don't know. Let's not miss the signs, Portia. They're talking about candy. And it's supposed to be real. You know, he never mentioned that he eats at the OLG. And boo boo, we look like you like some fried chicken. You should have mentioned that. That was really interesting how all of a sudden he was like, yeah, I know her, but I don't know. I don't really know. I don't know.
Let me tell you something. If I bring up a girl and my man goes, I don't know.
Oh,
I'm like, what?
We are getting
let's
to
talk
the
about
bottom
it.
of it, especially before we get engaged this weekend.
That's what I'm saying. We talking about this. Pull over real quick. Put it in park. Get comfortable because we going in on this conversation.
She saw a $500,000 ring. She's not.
I know.
worried
She's like,
about
no children,
whatever.
no wives. I'm like, that
Well,
we
that's why
know
your
of.
last marriage ended the way it did.
That part.
Well, one, I think the way she was questioning, she's definitely worried. She's just not saying anything till she get that ring. Then she's gonna be into it, and I think she already kind of has to know that there's something going on there because she really got in on Candy. Like, well, how did you meet her? You do know her. How do you know her? So she already knows. I think
She
herself.
probably dated Candy.
Here's the thing.
Or one of
If-
her friends for sure.
You can either just take the ring and go with it and not be upset, or be upset with it and don't take the ring. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't take the ring and then be upset if you already have suspicions going into it.
I don't know. It's just really hard to be single these days. I mean, I wouldn't know, but for y'all, I see it and I'm like, oof, I don't know if I could make it out there these days.
I'm out here
Are you
living
married?
my-
I'm married. It's tough out there, I see.
Right? It's
I'm
time
out
to
here
get- It's time to
living-
get wiped up. It's time to get booed up.
Okay,
Everyone's,
LMI, sit down.
everyone's getting booed up, honey. It's the thing. I don't know. I see it out there and I'm like, this is crazy. Like, especially, like, people that have been with each other, Eskimo sisters, all the way. It's like, can't bring a guy around without someone going, oh yeah, I do know him. I have some tea on him.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a good season. Let's
I think
just say
that Atlanta is small enough where if you're part of the elite, then everybody, you know, I mean, that's how it is. I'm from Chicago. That's how it is in Chicago too. Like the black elite is a small group.
Yeah.
So after you get to a certain age, your friend is hooked up with somebody, or you hooked up with the person.
I will say
That's
that
how it is.
Atlanta is super small, and you will end up messing with somebody that someone
You gotta
know
just
is
clean
mess-
slate it. You just gotta be like, look, this is my man now. We're clean slating it. We're calling all of our hoes and saying, I'm married now.
But
I can't mess
look,
with
even
you.
last season with Sheree, she found a man in jail,
I
and
said-
still he knew someone.
Okay.
Facts.
Exactly. I feel like these
babe.
days.
Okay, Nene was on the same site, like.
I'm telling you, I feel like these days eventually there's gonna be like no type of exclusivity. It's gonna be just like open marriages all over. We're gonna see a little taste of it with Shamari. Do we have tweets back there? If not, we are going to move on. Okay, so we're gonna move on to our news and gossip section because it is gonna be poppin'. We have a lot to talk about.
Oh my goodness, so much. Okay, so for mine, if you pull it up, basically Nene has been going through some drama with Bryson's, her oldest, is Bryson the oldest name? Her oldest
What is
son's
happening?
baby mama, right? So she got on Instagram saying that, you know, Bryson is like, basically his mom is famous, but he's not paying child support. He's not really supporting the kid. And they were going to either be on the show or something. And he didn't want to do it because we don't see him very much, the oldest son. And Nene finally responded like, you know, I don't have to pay no child support because I didn't have a baby. I didn't sleep with you. It's between, you know, you happy with my son working for Burger King. That's what you need to work out with him.
Ooh.
But he's a grown man. So
That's totally true, though.
I think she was trying to convince him to get on the show or trying to convince him to
She
get his own
exactly.
show.
Yeah,
She was
and-
trying to climb up.
Exactly. And if you watch some of the Instagram footage and stuff, because there's a lot of stuff on there on Instagram and YouTube, she clearly probably was hooking up with him because of Nene. So now that it's not working out, she's kind of stank.
Which I'll say what my mama and daddy used to tell me. This is our money. We're rich, you're poor.
Yep.
That's how my parents looked at it. We have money, you don't. So
I
Nene has
love that.
money, he does not.
Yeah, so I like that Nene is standing her ground on that because it's like,
I don't think she should give her any money. Nene's totally right. She's like, I earned this myself. I didn't have no baby with you.
So she's trying to
I
guilt
already
trip.
brought her on the show and showed her to the world and said I'm a grandma. What else do you want me to do?
Yeah,
Exactly.
she's trying to guilt trip her into getting some money.
But Nene, I did like that side of you. You showing a grandma. So maybe
Most
could.
grandmas spoil kids, though.
I know. Maybe we could see that activity again. I don't think the baby should suffer for that.
I don't think the
I
baby
would've
is
gave-
suffering, to be honest.
I don't
I
think
think
the baby's suffering, but I,
I
wouldn't
think
be
mama
giving.
wants bundles, and so
Right.
that's she's complaining.
exactly. Bundles
Yup.
and exposure, and I think she's mad because she's not getting
You ain't gonna get it, baby. Let's move on to the next thing.
We have Nene Leakes reveals. I mean, this is kind of from tonight's too, but Nene Leakes reveals husband Greg Leakes has stage 3 colon cancer.
Yes. Also reported by People.com.
Yeah, reported by People.com. And she basically just was saying how like blindsided they were by the entire situation. And then We have Portia's hairline's officially out. Go Naked Hair.
I love that they're
It's
taking
here.
advantage and they're like, it's a season 11 premiere. I'm showing my season 11 hairline. It is out today. Yes, I'm pregnant, but here's the photo.
Listen, out of all the housewives,
B.
like Portia's the one who I would trust her bundles. You know what I'm saying? Her
Yes,
hair,
she's
her
got
hair
good
is
hair.
always like, I was gonna say I can't think of a single season where her hair looked bad. I mean, if I'm wrong, tell me what
I've never
episode.
seen
But
it
I
either.
can't think of an episode where I was like, I don't like her
Yeah.
hair.
Well,
She's pretty
yeah.
on top of it.
Her
Yeah,
and
she
Cynthia, I
definitely
think.
represents
Yeah.
the weave. Right?
Cynthia's had a couple of.
Cynthia's has some wigs that she should
A
take
couple
back.
of
yeah.
seasons
Oh,
that should have
she
been
did.
burned.
She had the
That big
Ike and
afro
Tina wig.
weave, that was. I'm sorry, that one's.
Cynthia's had good hair too. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
For the
She's had
most
good
part.
hair, but Portia's
Portia
always.
wins.
The thing about Portia, she never switches it up. It's always that long layered brown
Baby, if
color.
it ain't broke,
Don't fix
don't
it.
fix it.
Yeah, that's the look these days. Do we have any more before we get
And
into our
then,
Kenya tribute?
I don't see it up there, so I might have not sent this in. But Andy Cohen tweeted to Kenya Moore and basically just said, congratulations, hashtag Brooklyn,
Yes.
hashtag baby twirl, hashtag Mazel.
Hashtag Brooklyn.
Brooklyn Daily was born today. I feel like it was a fantastic way for Kenya to kind of be like, that's what you get, Bravo. You could have had cameras in here. See how this goes?
I do have some tea
Bring it up.
that I will share. A friend of mine is currently on set with Nene for a project, and Nene said that that Kenya was purposely making this baby come this weekend. She said
she got cut
She
open?
said Kenya gonna have this baby this weekend. So she's like, that baby's gonna come on Sunday.
So she got cut open? Is that
I mean, I think she did have a
I mean, I
C-section
think-
because I think
Well,
there
she
were
was having-
complications.
she was having
anyway.
complications.
There was, but I believe that from my understanding, it didn't have to be pushed as quickly as it did, but she popped the baby out.
I feel
today.
like in our own Bravo world, it worked out perfectly. I
Yeah.
think to say that she like made the baby come is a little extra.
But I live.
I know.
I love it. Because if anyone would, it would be Kenya.
Yep.
Exactly. And Nene's on Watch What Happens Live tonight. It is on Poppin'. I see you guys in the live chat over there. They're talking about you. Rakita says, hey, Jesse.
Call me Ricky.
No, Rakita.
Oh.
Hey, Ricky. No, Rakita says, hey, Jesse. And then
Rakita.
Jacob Bailey says, I love this panel. Don't change it up. It's the OG panel. We're back. Jesse can come back whenever he wants.
Whenever.
I will stop in.
Please
I need to
do.
give like a few episodes so I can come back and do a rant.
Yes.
We really want to get into a little bit of Kenya, though, because we did miss her. Did you guys feel like the episode could have
Empty.
used a little bit of Kenya? I feel like
Hello.
it was still a good episode. I didn't miss her that much, but I know there was like a little bit of, where's Kenya? And I know you guys missed her. Let's elaborate a little bit about that and talk about your favorite moment that Kenya has brought it up before we wrap it up tonight.
Goodness. I actually have a video of my favorite Kenya moment, and I
can't wait to see this.
I'm just going to
Describe it for the people that are listening
if
to
you're
us on iTunes.
This is basically Kenya says every day somebody thinks I'm Beyonce, and
Oh
I
my
quote
God.
that on the daily, and so here it is.
Oh,
I'm
yes.
getting my little groceries and everything. And then finally I'm checking out and the guy goes, can I ask you a question? Are you Beyonce? No. Every day somebody thinks I'm
Porsche.
Beyonce.
It is my favorite. That is my. I say that all the time.
Every day,
Every
someone
day
thinks I'm
somebody thinks
Beyonce.
I'm Beyonce.
Oh, honey. It's a problem most of us have.
I live.
kidding.
But I did miss her.
I think
not
mine
gonna-
would be don't come for me unless I send for you. I think that was iconic. I think even Nicki Minaj tweeted about it. It's like the perfect kind of read when someone is just coming at you out of nowhere. I think it was like the perfect response. That's one that I use all the time.
Okay, my favorite quote is, I'm gone with the wind, fabulous.
That was mine too.
I feel like she was losing it at that point. She was
I
going
mean, she was already
cuckoo.
crazy. She's been crazy for a long time, but she is gone with the wind, fabulous.
Yeah, she
I do
twirled
live.
how many times? Like 20?
25 times. And we're twirling into our predictions. Let's get into that before we wrap up the whole thing. It's going to be a good season, guys. It's going to be a good season. Make sure to stay up to date with us and follow us on all the social media platforms. We'll be giving those out at the very end. But for now, let's talk about what we think is going to happen.
Hold on. I have one Kenya moment
Oh,
I want to
yes, let
share.
me
Oh my God, I'm so
It's
sorry.
okay. It's not a quote. It's a moment. So here
Yes.
on AfterBuzz, we used to go in on Kenya, and you know, we do a lot of roasts. We used to do a lot of roasts back then, and one of the roasts that we used to do is we would always be like, "Dang, Kenya!" They would always get them close-ups of her skin.
Oh my God!
And we,
yes.
you know, compare it to an oatmeal cookie sometimes. But here's why I love Kenya. Seriously. And when I met her, like, it was just one of those things where sometimes certain celebrities can't handle when you talk about them. But Kenya's always down for a good read. And if you go back and you watch it, Kenya came in eating an oatmeal cookie.
Oh,
Stop it.
And I lived for it. So shout out to Kenya.
Watch
She's a
it.
good... weekly.
Hey, Kenya.
And
Hi,
so
Kenya.
Claudia Jordan, we know your T too, and that's fine. Love her. But yeah, so shout out to Kenya for that because she's a trooper.
Yes, let's tweet the housewives to get them in here. What a fantastic show! What a good start to
Portia's
the
cousin
season.
watches this.
Oh,
So
Portia's
talk
cousin.
about it.
We need to get Portia in here. We'd love to have any of the ladies in person or via Skype. If you want to be on the show, shout us out too. Send us a little tweet. Does anyone else have anything to add? for
Yeah,
tonight?
prediction-wise, that ending with Dennis and Portia, I don't think it's a ring, it's a watch or something. It's some other kind of jewelry.
The to be continued moment. Thank you, Convo, for that.
Yeah, I agree. That box is too big for it supposed to be a ring.
Right.
I also predict that Portia will send this panel bundles. If she-
Hello, Portia!
You know what I'm saying?
I like them all the way down my booty.
Yes, Portia.
Me too. In my booty. I mean,
Well,
My prediction is that Portia and Dennis are going to, I mean, they're going to have a baby or whatever, obviously, we know that. But I feel like, I think they're headed for some really hard times because I feel like Candy has some real tea. I think it's very much going to be like Lian of New York.
Yes.
I feel like
Please don't let it be about
Portia
Tom.
and Dennis, I think Portia already know they're coming for her the same way they came for Cynthia's old man last year. They're coming for Dennis, and he's going down.
I don't think Portia's gonna even care. I think she's in love. She's been looking for it for a minute, and he's gonna buy her a $500,000 ring. So it doesn't matter.
Jesse?
I was kind of in the mix between y'all, but I think once Portia has the baby, that's all her mind's going to be. So whether she's with a man or not with a man, she's going to have a best friend. And that's what I feel like at this point in Portia's life, that's what she needs is a best friend.
and child support.
Yeah.
That ain't nothing like a paycheck, baby. So go ahead, girl.
P. Lee says in the chat, I liked it when Kenya's father read her for her ashy feet.
Oh.
I do remember that.
Yeah.
Do you guys remember that?
yes.
But it's supposed to be a positive moment, guys.
But that
Oh,
can be
sorry.
positive. It's funny.
That's a great moment.
Her dad used to read her for Phil with a straight face all the time.
Yes.
Well,
That's
we'll
why
be
she can take
reading.
it from you, Jesse.
We'll be reading the ladies every Sunday, so make sure to check us out. I am your host, Hollywood Lian. Make sure to check me out on HBO's Camping.
Wait, are we showing Kenya photos or do we do that already? We did that.
Girl, the
We did
segment
that already.
over.
We talked
The
about it.
pictures, the photos.
Did you
the
have photos of Kenya?
I did send one from her crazy ass baby shower.
Make sure to go on to Erika's Instagram. She will have it on her story tonight.
Yes, I will do it on my story, you guys, because it was crazy.
Make sure to follow us on all the social media platforms. I'm your host, Hollywood Lian. Check me out on HBO's Camping every Sunday night, and check me out on Real Housewives of Orange County tomorrow at 8 p.m.
Check me out on the Love and Hip Hop Hollywood panel. Also on Chad Loves Michelle on Miss Conversation Piece. And you can follow me on Instagram, Conversation PIECE, or Twitter, MISS Convo Piece. Follow me.
And I'm your girl, Drew Jones. You can follow me on all the things at OKDrewJ.
What's up, party people? You can follow me on all of my social media at Erika, ERIKAD, as in Door Edwards. And if you happen to watch Real Housewives of Dallas as well, I'm on that panel Wednesday evenings, and Ray Donovan just before this one.
Boom, y'all. Hit me up at DJ Jesse J. Also, if you go follow me, click the link in my bio and check out my new show, Mood Swings. And also, Chad Loves Michelle.
Thank you for coming in, Jesse.
Thanks for having me.
We loved
Thank
having
you,
you guys.
Jesse.
Catch us next Sunday. Bye, AfterBuzzers. Party people!
Ciao for
It's
now.
back.
Our founder, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and me, Maria Menounos, would like to thank you for tuning in to AfterBuzz TV. Remember, we're not just the first, we're the biggest in the world, and we're the only destination for all your favorite TV shows. Whatever you crave, we've got it. So go to AfterBuzzTV.com and check out our lineup. Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.